So it's a slinky on a drumstick.
That's probably about what both of them are worth being done with. The
Slinky,
Slinkies, they never did the thing. They never did the thing down the stairs. No, they didn't.
Slinky, slinky, for a girl and a boy.
I know that song. I don't care about the song.
I knew all the jingles. I
Slink.
still know them.
You know what?
I know all the jingles.
Oh,
They stuck in my head from birth.
from
Anyway,
birth, really?
music is powerful that way.
It is.
If they could have sung all of my history lessons like Sabaton does, I would have remembered shit. I would have done better than average.
Did you do average for an average person?
Well, no, I got A's in some classes and average in others, and then like I'd struggle in probably the higher math.
I did terrible in high school, but I had great in college.
Yeah, you did. You're one of those annoying people who went back to college older and was so interested in everything.
It wasn't that much older. I was 24.
That's older.
They acted like I was older too.
Yeah. Well, we're Susu and the Wolfman. Glad to be back with you today. Hope you're doing okay.
Did we know?
God, you're such an ass. I'm getting a little frustrated with him. I took him to physical therapy today, and he just like bitched the whole way there. And then we got there, and he was okay for the first 15 minutes with the doc and the therapist. And then as soon as they said, okay, we're just going to run through these exercises with you, I'm not doing any exercise today. I know you're going to be mad, but I'm not going to do it.
I was like, I'm not doing any exercises today. Let's go.
That's not really the way it went.
Yes, it was the way it went.
Yeah, you did. So, Sabaton, Dreadnought. And you told me that's a type of battleship.
Battleship. Yeah, I guess battleship. Dreadnought for sure, though.
Okay. Well, maybe we should listen.
Maybe.
Battleship, chains, battleship.
Who did that song?
Georgia Saddle.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's such an effort.
It really is.
Do you ever have those days when everything's just an effort, from like even getting the impetus to get up and brush your damn teeth to walking from one room to another? It's just a thing.
I've had that lack of impetus for 2 or 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Right? And here we go. You know.
Across the water in pursuit, it splits the waves, commands the sea, and defies the wind. Instilling fear among its prey, feels not for itself. Ahead the sea lies calm awaiting the storm. Displace the water in its path, reveal the cannons, unline the guns, unleash the wrath. Falls under crimson skies, immortalize stolen time. The legend will rise, and their foes can't believe their eyes, believe their sighs as they fall. And the dreadnoughts dread nothing at all. And all big guns to serve the fleet. Unrivaled firepower, riding the waves to war. A devastating blow and send their foes down below. Fearless armada now bombarding the shore. they fall, and the dreadnoughts did nothing at all. The North Sea has drawn them near. The fleets of the high seas approach. A contest of tides has commenced. These days will dictate their fate. The Grand Fleet prepares their guns, unleashed as the dreadnoughts clash headlong.
That is so clever and intelligent. You know what I mean?
Can you, I didn't hear you. Can you stop that though?
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't use the mouse or the keypad, so
The
we'll
reason
have
I-
to fill in
I
everything.
look at the hand.
Okay, so,
Sorry. What's going on?
I don't know.
Okay.
So here's the thing. This ain't my battleship.
Germany's probably,
Those battleships are friggin' impressive, man.
yeah.
Like I've seen pictures of them and seen them in movies and stuff, but until you go and you're at the dock looking out at, sometimes they would have them in, was it Charleston when we lived in
Yeah.
South Carolina? Yeah, they had battleships you could go on to. They are impressive.
Battleship Row.
I love the waves
Yeah.
mixed in.
Yeah.
And just the driving, you know, a lot of Sabatonas driving kind of music, but in this, I could hear Pear on the bass, and then Tommy and Chris working together
Yeah.
with guitars. I mean, two amazing guitarists.
Extremely clever lyrics, and lyrics are spot on, and they're not singing something rhymey, it's telling a story.
Yeah,
And well, he talked about that, about how impressive dreadnoughts are, and they're bigger than battle. I mean, they might be battleships, but they're huge, right?
yeah,
And he talked about as the smoke's clearing, fog is clearing, and the people on the other side see the dreadnoughts coming at them, how, you know, they're
Yeah.
scared to death, and that's, I'm sure that would be right.
yeah. Because the guns on the top, they're all cannons, and they just had so much. I mean, there's no way that you could compete against that unless you were equally armed.
Right, that's right. So good, man. I love, his voice is amazing, the band is tight and amazing, the production is good on it, and I just like the songs. And I know that type of song wouldn't cater to everybody, right?
Right.
But you're right, if they played more of this type of stuff in history class,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. It would make a big difference. Even watching the Sabaton History Channel, if I had to do that in history class 3 days a week, I would know more than I know now.
Didn't you say that somebody was doing that?
Yeah, there are lots of teachers who
Oh,
do
okay.
who use it. Yeah. but of course they weren't around when we were kids.
Can we get
And I was
that?
getting an average grade.
Where do you, that history's the only thing I made a decent grade in high school. But where can you get Sabaton?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I need to start watching it.
Yeah, when we started the channel, we did every Wednesday we would do the history and then the video.
That's a good idea. It's
Sabaton.
kinda like what I do.
It was just, and I don't think there's anything that says we can't do that again, but we probably do it like every couple weeks because we're having trouble fitting everything in when we were doing that. But there's plenty of catalog for us to work with.
Yes, there is.
And we're going to be covering a song today that kind of is related in a few degrees of separation to Sabaton. Just letting you guys know to look out for it. It's Chris David, who is the bass player for Majestica. Tommy's in Majestica, Tommy's in Sabaton. That's how I made that.
Okay.
Has put out, he has a new band and he's put out a couple things that we're going to react to.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's called Whiz Doom instead of Wisdom, Whiz Doom.
Sounds getting dirty.
She's Whiz Doom.
See that she made an answer.
She's
I
Whiz.
take it to the gutter, she takes it to the cabinet. I'm doing things.
All right. So at this point, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Comment down below and let us know what you know about the Dreadnoughts that we did not know. Share it with your friends. I don't know. And hit the notification bell. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're so
Yes.
happy to have you. And until we see you again, be blessed.
Hey, don't hurt anybody with the Dreadnought
That's right. Definitely not with the Dreadnought.
board.